We're here in Northrend, in Dragonblight, right outside of Naxxramas, and what we're going to do today on my Rogue here is solo all 3 of the pet bosses in Naxxramas. Now, Rogue is not normally a very strong soloing class, but you can get these bosses down. We're going to do Gluth first, then we're going to do Maexxna, and we're going to do Loatheb, but I'm going to switch to a different character for Maexxna and Loatheb, because they're much harder, and I need a stronger character. But Gluth, actually, on Rogue, doable with just Twilight Dungeon gear like this character has. Here's the gear we're working with. I have 1 piece of raid gear, Blackfang Battleweave helmet, but trust me, that's not make or breaking this character. The rest of the stuff is just Twilight Dungeon heroic gear, you know. And then we have 1 pretty good item that's a little unique, is the Cataclysmic Gladiator's leather gloves. You can buy these for 825 honor. They increase the healing you get from Recuperate. Super good. We're live on twitch.tv /Simonize Show for this, but if you're watching on YouTube for the VOD, you'll be able to jump ahead to any of the boss pulls if you want to skip ahead to different parts of the video. And we're using Subtlety for this with Hemorrhaging Veins, Recuperate, Recovery, and we're going to use some talents. Shadowstep, and then we're going to switch back to Burst of Speed. But Shadowstep is a nice little boost here because it's going to let us go directly into the boss. I'm going to use a Flask of Winds, a Drums of Forgotten Kings, a Rune Scroll of Fortitude, and a Skewered Eel for consumable buffs. Anyways, we're going to go into this first room in the Abomination Wing, and we're just going to Shadow Step up to Grobbulus when he goes on his platform. And this is going to allow me to skip Patchwerk and skip Grobbulus and just go directly into Gluth. Let me see, is he here right now? He is, unfortunately, he is not here right now. We might have to wait a couple minutes for him to show up on this platform. How much were those gloves again? The gloves are 825 honor. I did a Wintergrass battle, and I got, like, 1,500 honor. Oh, yep, here he goes. Here he is. Here he is. Didn't have to wait too long. Okay, so he's right here. We go, like, right under him, like this. Shadow Step. Now we're up here. Skipped Patchwerk. Skipped Grobbulus. We'll be able to walk right into the Gluth tunnel. But before we do that, we need, this is very important, we need to switch back to Burst of Speed. We can't do that while Burst of Speed's on cooldown. Let's go Deadly Poison, and let's go Leeching Poison. Now, Gluth will heal himself by eating zombies, so you might think that Wound Poison is a good idea. I have been much more successful with Deadly Poison, and I think, but I'm not certain, but I think the healing that Gluth does doesn't count as actual healing in the game, so it's not modified by like Mortal Strike or Wound Poison or things like that. But anyways, okay, so the main tactic we're gonna do is we have to reset the boss, or not reset the boss, reset our stacks of Mortal Wound when they get too high. Whoa, he hit me pretty hard there. Okay, so I'm putting up Recuperate, and I'm putting up Shiv to help heal myself. Let me do this. Oh. I've made a grave mistake. It's on 25-player mode. Yeah, we can't beat this. Okay, so why did I even vanish? I mean, I just need to... Oh, I could Hearthstone to Dalaran? Okay, let's, look, I'll cut the YouTube video and we'll just come back on 10-man mode. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Die and fall eye back in? Yeah, I think so. I have to redo some of my consumable buffs. Okay, so... really important part is, before you go into Naxxramas, right-click your character pane and go to Raid Difficulty and select 10 player. Very important. He's not supposed to spawn 2 zombies at once, and he's not supposed to chunk me for half my health in one hit. Alright. Go right into the Abomination Wing. We've got to go back to Shadowstep. Where's he at? What a disaster. What an absolutely unmitigated disaster. Yeah, okay, well, do this one, do this one. Did I now run out of food buffs? Oh, what the fuck? That was my last food buff. I don't have any more in my inventory. Crap. Oh, we're doing it with minus 90 agility and 90 stamina. I think we'll be okay, though. It's just Grobbulus takes so long to patrol. It's annoying. Anyways, you guys think we're gonna get the battle pet here? Hope we get the battle pet. Lindorn, hello, how's it going? Deliver food? No, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. I mean, if I really wanted to get a food buff, I would log to my other character, mail it to myself, log back to this guy, deploy the portable mailbox, and I'd have my food buff. Here he is, okay. Alright, so little problem solved. We now have switched it to 10-man version. 25-man, not what you want. Not what you want, but there we did. We just did the Shadowstep right up to Grobbulus again. Got to wait for the Shadowstep cooldown to go away. Then I'll be able to switch into Burst of Speed. I used my last food buff on that last previous attempt, so I don't have a food buff this time, but probably that'll be fine. Not an issue, I'm hoping. Alright, let's go. Let's go again. Gluth time. Alright, open with combat readiness. Go in here for a slice and dice. Then a recuperate. Then lowest priority is going to be putting up an a rupture. The exposed armor should have gone up earlier, actually, but we got that now. Doing decent damage. The combat readiness has gone away, so we'll hit an evasion. You kind of just want to cycle through your defensives to make it so you don't have to cast Shiv as much. Shiv is your, like, extra healing button, but it's a DPS loss to use it, so you don't want to do it if you don't have to. Okay, so we're at 4 stacks. I'm going to look for another zombie. Probably going to eat that zombie soon. I'm sprinting away. I'm sprinting away, sprinting away, sprinting away. Nope. Okay, I failed to do the reset. That was bad execution there. So let me hit a smoke bomb. Let me shiv to remove his enrage. Re-up my recuperate. Do this. Oh wait, I lost the stacks. Just without running away this time. Okay, well that's fine. It's good. So we're good to fight him for a little bit longer. See if I can just shiv whenever he enrages. That would be good. Is he enraged right now? Did I fail my last? No, there he is. Okay, good. Alright, sprinting. This should be a clean reset. 4 stacks dropped off to 0. We go back and fight him again. I did drop my armor debuff, though. So, reapply that. Enrage, shiv. Slice and dice. Combat readiness is available again, so I'll just press it. I want to have him in the corner of the room so that when I do want to run away and reset, I have a long distance to run. I think the first reset was scuffed because I kind of had him in the center and didn't have a good, clean running distance to cover. Next zombie spawn, I will try to reset. There we go. So I'm using Burst of Speed to give myself extra speed to run away. You do a similar strategy on Paladin and on Monk, where you just use some kind of speed boost to get away from the boss for a little bit when he goes to eat a zombie. Like on Paladin, I use Pursuit of Justice. And on Monk, I use Roll and, what is it, like Flying Serpent Kick. Get a little evasion there. Re-up the recuperate. And we're working him down. He has a 8-minute enrage, and we're just a little bit ahead of the enrage timer. You are going to have to kill him before he enrages. He will absolutely destroy you once he's enraged. Like, hard enraged. He's doing periodic enrages that we can remove with Shiv. That's not the 8-minute enrage. Alright, here we go. Try to get a reset here. High number of stacks. Might be a clean reset. Yep, there we go. Got it. And save the armor debuff. Re-up recuperate. Little smoke bomb on myself. Reduces my damage taken. Felicity, how's it going? Why do we have a 1440 stream? Because it's bigger and better than the 1080 stream I was doing before. And because Twitch allows me to do it. They, for a while, they just didn't let me stream in higher resolution. Try to get away. 5 stacks of healing debuff. Gluth is enraged. Okay, we're good. Remove the enrage. Re-up this. Oh, shit. Oh, I panic vanished. That was bad. I didn't need to vanish. Oh, no. I should have prep evasioned. Now he's reset to full health. Man, he hit me pretty hard there. I got way lower than I expected. Alright, I promise this is doable. I promise you guys this is doable. I'm struggling a little bit. Some enrage. Dispel the enrage with a shiv. Here comes another zombie. Run away. Oh, this might not be a good reset. A lot of seconds left. Maybe he'll eat this zombie. 6 stacks, damn it. There we go. There's a reset. Shiv, remove the enrage. Alright, we're doing good this time. Naxxramas it's hard, okay? It's hard to do this one on Rogue. It'll look much better when I do it on the other Rogue with much more gear. Nope. Not get that reset. Used an evasion. Maybe here I can get the reset. Yeah. There we go. Shiv, remove Enrage, pull him into the back. Damage. This is not a good time to try to reset. Here's a good reset. No, he just refreshed it before I tried to run away. No, we're getting screwed. There, okay. Okay, we're 3.5 minutes in, we're at 50% health. Pandaman 7411, thank you very much for the Prime Gaming. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. I gotta focus on this right now, though. We already screwed up. Already screwed up once or twice on this boss. I gotta lock in, make sure we get it done. So, just a moment. So, they love your vids, been enjoying the long solo run vids you've been posting. Well, I'm happy to hear that. That's great. Alright, this is a reset. Eat the zombie. Yes. It's eating the zombie. It's enraged. Shiv the enrage. Oh, I dropped my armors. Try to run away, let recuperate heal me a little bit. I don't have any more defensives. So I just need to let recuperate tick and heal me. There we go. Use combat readiness. Oh, all my abilities are falling off at the same time. Lame. Alright, gonna have to look for a reset here on the next zombie. Yep, good reset. Nice. Refresh, recuperate. 6 minutes, 30 seconds. We're on pace to beat him. Got evasion up. Shiv to remove his enrage. Re-up the armor debuff. Pull him back into the corner like this. We're at 4 stacks. Shiv. This is a okay reset here. Normally I've been resetting at 5, but it was just a good opportunity with the timer of the debuff and the zombie spawning. Whoopsies. Dropped the armor debuff during that reset. That's okay, that'll happen sometimes. Do Shadow Dance into a Garrote, and we should have it here. Okay. Naxx bosses are hard. Naxx bosses are especially hard if you're on a rogue, which is a weaker soloing class, and if you have Twilight Dungeon gear. It's a bit of a challenge. But let's see if we can get the Stitched Pup currently going for about 7,000 gold. Unlucky, we didn't get it, but we did get 150 gold. Let's come back on the more geared character to take out the other bosses. This is about the limit of what this character can do in Naxxramas. Like, I don't think I would be able to get Maexxna or Loatheb. Admittedly, I haven't tried to get those, but we're going to do them on the rogue now, on the big rogue. Garsua, hello. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Felicity got the Beast Battle Stone today. I don't know what that is. Is that good? It's a pet battle thing. But beyond that, I don't really know what it is. And PandaMan7411, let me say thank you again for the Prime. I appreciate that support. I was very locked in on the boss when you subscribed. Wanted to make sure I actually got it down. Glad you've been enjoying the solo run videos that I've been putting on YouTube. I've enjoyed making them. Soloing these old raids has been very fun. And it's been like a way better way to make gold than anything else I've done. Not just in the raw gold, but like, it's fun to solo these raids. And you get a bunch of gold doing it. This is the better geared one, yes. So this one, the previous character was 390 item level, no legendary daggers. This one is 400 item level with legendary daggers. So a major upgrade, basically. This character should make it look way easier. We're not going to do Gluth first, though. We'll do Gluth last. Because it's annoying to get back to the start of the instance and go to the other wings if you do Gluth. You'd have to kill Thaddeus, or intentionally get yourself killed. Can we get a poll this run? Sure. Let's do /prediction. Start prediction. Will battle pet from Loatheb drop? Prediction's up. Did I do it at the right time? Yeah, okay, it's got a bunch of time on it. 10-man raid check. Raid difficulty 10, thank you. Panda worth leveling for TBC? I don't know. I only played a little bit of Paladin in TBC, but I could say Rogue, like, unless they do some class balancing, Rogue is going to be one of the weaker classes in PvE. So it may be hard to get raid spots on Rogue. What did I say? We're doing Loatheb first? Alright, we're back. It was a little bit of a struggle to get Gluth on the other Rogue, but I wanted to show you guys that it's possible even with just Twilight Dungeon gear. These other bosses, maybe they're possible, but I'm not going to try on just Twilight Dungeon gear. We're bringing in the big guns. My best geared rogue to handle Maexxna Loatheb, and we'll kill Gluth again. We'll do that last. This guy has 400 average item level. Same talents and stuff, same talents and glyphs as the other character. We're using subtlety all the time. And we have legendary daggers. We're still using the Cataclysmic Gladiator leather gloves. Those are super good. We're going to go for Loatheb first, then Maexxna, then Gluth. And here, these gargoyles, they detect stealth, but we're still going to skip them. We just have to be a little creative with how we manage to skip them. So I'm going to sprint through this entire hallway. They'll aggro, that's fine. You just keep sprinting with, well, not sprint, burst of speed, but I mean, like, you know, going fast. And we tuck around the corner, and as long as we're out of line of sight, when we vanish, they will break off. And, you know, they won't keep attacking us. If we vanished in line of sight, the stealth-detecting mobs like that, they would continue attacking us. Let's go. Flask of the Winds, Drums of Forgotten Kings, Rune Scroll of Fortitude, Food Buff. We'll put up Deadly Poison and Leeching Poison, making sure my glyphs are correct, my talents are correct. Yep, that's all good. Got the Food Buff, Poison 1, Poison 2, Noth the Plaguebringer time.
Your life is forfeit. Rise, my soldiers! Rise and fight once more!
So he's gonna spawn a bunch of dudes, and we're gonna pretty much ignore them. I'm not sure if I'm able to kill him before he goes into a balcony phase or not. We'll see. What's this? Oh, cloak that off. No problem. Re-up the armor debuff. It dropped off because I was spamming finishing moves with my legendary dagger trigger. How did you kill Patchwerk? Didn't. You just skip him. On Rogue, you just skip him. You wait till Gluth walks up to his little platform. Or, sorry, not Gluth. Wait till Grobbulus walks up to his little platform. And then, hang on. And then you Shadowstep up to Grobbulus, and then you just walk over to Gluth. And then it's fine. You skip Patchwerk, skip Grobbulus. On the other characters, you can't do that. You have to actually kill the boss. No, we almost beat it. I bet if I focused a little bit more, I would have killed it before the phase for the balcony. I was very close to killing it before he goes into a balcony phase. So balcony phase is not a problem, it's just a delay. He just goes up there, you can't attack him, and he spawns a bunch of ads, and he comes back in like 90 seconds or something. Damn, he's gonna die so fast when he comes back. He was so totally almost dead. How's the stream prediction looking for Loatheb? 4,000 points believing against 2,000 points doubting. Is he literally on 1%? 1 health? Got him. Alright, 25 gold glove. Oh, no, that's disenchant value. What's the vendor value? 21, 4, and 7.5. Alright, we could just skip all of this, I'm pretty sure. Just enter stealth. Burst of speed our way through. DE value. That comes from the Auctionator add-on. You can see all the add-ons and weak auras on the Discord. Linked below every YouTube video, linked below the stream. It's everywhere. Put up the armor debuff. Put up recuperate. We got everything rolling now. We can Shadow Dance, do a little bit of that. Yeah, you gotta, like, configure it to enable that. Why is he doing so much damage to me? Oh, we're back to full health. Oh, that was just the decrepit fever going away, and then I thought I was low health. This debuff reduces your health by 50%. So as soon as it goes away, you go back to your regular maximum health, and it looks like you just got chunked. No, that didn't happen. Never mind, I'm confused. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're gonna kill the boss, and everything's gonna be fine. Can we live this phase? Yep. Okay. We didn't really do much there. Bindings of the Decrepit, Breastplate of Tormented Rage, Shawl of the Old Maid. Now it's Loatheb time. Loatheb is a pet boss. This is one that can drop a battle pet. And it's a little tricky. Loatheb's main mechanic is that he stops you from healing most of the time. He's going to put a debuff out that lasts like 15 seconds, prevents all healing. And then it's going to, you know, after it expires, you'll have like a 4-second window roughly where you can use healing. And then it comes back for another 15 seconds. And that just cycles the whole fight. So I'm just going to make sure I have Recuperate active for that little window. And make sure I press a Shiv during that window. And that, hopefully that's enough. And that's basically it. We can use Cloak, that other debuff I had. I should use my Cloak to get rid of it. It just reduces some damage taken, basically. The Spore gives me a debuff that improves my critical strike chance substantially. So that's nice. Here comes the healing window. Get a Shiv. I think did he parry it or something? Oh well. Our health is doing just fine. This one is one like, or I think maybe I could get it on the lower level, the lower geared character. Here's this thing, Death Bloom. Get rid of that. Hit a Shiv before the Necrotic Aura comes back. Use my evasion. Definitely took some damage there. Maybe I got unlucky lack of dodges or something. Watching this. Shiv time. Combat readiness as soon as it's back. This is a good thing to cloak. I'm going to cloak it as soon as my cloak comes up. I think my cloak is coming up in time. Yep. I've definitely not been shivving as often as I should. This fight started out really clean, And then I thought, I don't need to shiv every single time this debuff goes away. Now I'm regretting that I didn't. It's going to be hard to recover this health, but the boss is also dead, so we made it in the end. Okay, Loatheb. Had to drop, please. Prediction is 51% believers, 49% doubters. Lock it in. Unlucky. I've gotten this pet drop before. These do for sure drop. In the first week of the Mists of Pandaria pre-patch, the pets did not drop in Naxxramas. It was like bugged. It didn't work. Starting the second week, this is now the third week, but starting with the second week, these pets were fixed and they can drop again. That doesn't mean they're going to drop every time. Alright, so if I just skip all this trash, do they aggro when the boss comes through, or what?
Where to go? What to do? So many choices.
Let's find out. Alright, I'll put up a new prediction for Will the pet from... start prediction, will the pet from Maexxna drop? There we go. Okay, prediction's up. First boss of the wing, Anub'rekhan. You want to kill the ad. Whenever an ad spawns a Crypt Guard, you want to kill it because it does a stacking debuff on you that just does more and more damage and lowers your armor too, I think. And whenever he does a Locust Swarm, you need to run away from him. You just run to the opposite side of the room, basically. Another tip for improved DPS on this boss. Whoa, taking big damn. Hang on. Is pull him back. The camera looks a little funky, but you want to be like this. No, that's not the right spot. I got pushed in the wrong way. I'm going to be in a spot where he can't knock you into the air very much. Otherwise, you just lose a lot of DPS time. You know, being up in the air. Yeah, okay. I'm not in the right spot yet. And there's an ad now. So let me see if I can kill the ad. Ad's dead. Let's go on Anub'rekhan. Gonna impale me again. I don't think I'm in the right spot again. One of these little curtains prevents you from getting knocked all the way into the air. And it is not that spot. Yep, okay. Well, keep trying. Combat readiness. Oh, he's Locust Swarming. Oopsies. Oopsies. Was not supposed to stay in that. So, Locust Swarm, stacking debuff. Yeah, I got too obsessed with trying to avoid the... Oh, he's dead now. He died to my dots, I guess. Got too obsessed with trying to find a good spot to hold the boss. Basically, lost a lot of damage output because I was not really paying attention to my damage rotation. So on this side of the room, it's tricky to find a spot to avoid the knock-up. But if you go on this side of the room, maybe you have to clear that trash pack, but you can go under the door here, and it's just very simple. Like, all the spaces under the door are easy to avoid the knock-up. And the whole goal of, like, avoiding the knock-up is just you don't spend as much time in the air, and you spend more time damaging the boss. Anyways, time to go to Faerlina. We're all done with that, one way or another. Faerlina's a little spooky. she will enrage and do a lot of damage. Also, you do have to clear the trash in this room.
You are acolytes of the master now.
You can't pull the... I mean, if you pull the boss without killing the trash, they'll just kill you.
Die in the master's service.
Because it all aggroes with the boss, is what I'm trying to say. But it is not hard to take it out. There we go. Right, so I'm going to save my evasion, my prep, and my combat readiness for once Faerlina is enraged, and my smoke bomb.
You cannot hide.
Alternatively, you could try to intentionally keep the ads alive and kill them whenever Faerlina enrages, and then killing an ad near Faerlina dispels an enrage. But I prefer to just nuke everything. There we go. Move out of the firestorms. Getting pretty low health.
Slay them in the
Evasion up. Recuperate up. Hit the preparation. Yeah, extra cooldowns not needed. We just chunked the boss there pretty quick. Gloves of Token Respect, Sandworn Ban, Widow's Fury. Okay, on to Maexxna. Maexxna, I think probably the hardest one. I've only killed it once on Rogue, and honestly, I feel like I got lucky. I did like 5 attempts. Like, second attempt, I got the boss to 5%. Third attempt, I got the boss to, 80%, and I died. It's a pretty spooky boss. It's gonna do 3 relevant things. One, it's going to spawn ads sometimes, and they hurt enough. They're not the most important, but you've got to take them out. You got to take them out before she does her other ability, which is stun. Is going to be a 4-second stun on you, and it's unavoidable. You can't like human racial to get out of it or anything like that. So that's scary because the boss is going to continue attacking you during that time. And if you have ads up, then they're going to be hitting you too, which is not good. Then the big problem with this boss is she's going to put noxious poison on you, or necrotic poison, something. I don't know exactly what it's called. Reduces your healing done by 75%, which is a really big deal. And effectively, I only get 1 removal of it. Cloak of Shadows, I can remove it 1 time, and then if she applies it again, I'm cooked. Like, I'm not gonna do much healing after that point. Then, she's gonna enrage at 30% and deal a lot more damage. So, hopefully, I can save cooldowns or at least 1 evasion until then. I'm gonna try to open with combat readiness, let my health get a little low, then cloak evasion, try to heal up to full, prep so my evasion's available, and then hope I'm good for the rest of the fight. Yeah, my first kill on this one was as assassination, but I don't think the build was the difference, because I had a subtlety attempt at 5% also. Anyways. Let's go. Get the healing up. Get the slice and dice up. Okay, I'm not going to remove that right away. Smoke bomb for defensive. It's bad. Not good. Damn. 6%. All right. All right, yeah, so, I mean, that's what I said. Like, it's tough. That was a 6% attempt. We're going to try again. I think I have the right strategy. Maybe if I could hold the second evasion until later, or here's an idea. I'm going to switch out the recovery glyph for evasion, and then each evasion is going to be 20 seconds duration instead of 15. I think that's going to help me more. Gingermobile with a change hat request. Okay. Hang on. Let me see if I can, not aggro a bunch of stuff. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Do I want any different talent? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think any of the talents really help me here. Maybe I ought to save... I think just holding the evasions until later. Like, holding the evasions until I'm under the effect of the poison and basically not healing anymore. It's gonna be good. 2... food buff. Prep glyph. I don't think there's a preparation glyph. Preparation is a baseline spell now, so I get it in all builds. Smoke bomb duration. That technically helps, but it's not a big deal. I think I'm mostly just trying to, you know, this isn't a fight that you can sustain. Like on Gluth, you're trying to sustain the fight for a long time. This is a fight where you're just trying to kill it before it kills you. And there's nothing else to it, really. Let's go for round 2. We can open with a Garrote, maybe a little better damage. That's unlucky. We got hit a couple times right at the start. I'm actually gonna call it a... let's just, that's a bad opener. That was unlucky. We're gonna vanish. Yep. Yep. That was not good. We got hit too many times right at the start. Just calling that attempt before we burn more cooldowns. Waka Blitz says that guy has posted the same video in a bunch of streamers' chats, spamming for views. Yeah, when someone comes in, posts a video link without any context, also is flagged as first-time chatter, it's like, that's an easy timeout. It's like, I'm doing my thing. If you want me to go watch some video, you have to at least give me some context or reason as to why I ought to do that. I usually just do my own thing instead of watching other people's videos on this stream. Which, you know, might be unusual for some viewers that are used to Twitch streamers just, like, watching other people's videos as their stream content. But that doesn't happen very much around here. Hitting the keyboard harder makes you do more crits. Well, I'm not actually so concerned about doing more crits. What screwed me up here is the boss hit me too many times. I mean, if I crit the boss more, that would also be nice. I would like that. Okay. Distract away. Round 3. Slice up. Shiv a little bit of health back. Up to 3 stacks. There's a rupture. This is looking good. I'm liking this so far. We have no necrotic poison on me yet. Maybe I resisted it or something. This is crazy lucky. Okay, there's a necrotic poison. I'm gonna let my health get low. Evasion, cloak. I'm about to... No, that was a bad time. Uh-oh. Okay, we have to recover this health quickly. Nope, the necro poison is back. This is not good. There's a second evasion. We have to do it before the second stun. We might have it here. There's a dagger proc. Nice. Okay, there we go. Got her done. 35,000 points believing the pet will drop against 60,000 points doubting that the pet will drop. Okay. Okay, let's lock it in. Let's see a giant bone spider. That's what we want to see. 153 gold. Matriarch spawn. Torn web wrapping. Dusty clutch of eggs. Dusty clutch of eggs and giant bone spider. The jokes are too easy. I'm just not gonna say them. They're too easy. They're too easy. We're not gonna make a joke about that, okay? We're not gonna make a joke about that, okay? We're just gonna be happy that we got a 3,000-ish gold battle pet. And then we're gonna go to Gluth. And you saw we struggled on the other character against Gluth. This character should be much easier against Gluth. This one, I believe, is like 3,000-ish. Oh, here we go. Here's Grobbulus. Okay, so if you missed it at the start, this is the tech to skip Patchwerk and skip Grobbulus and go right to Gluth on a rogue. Want to stand right under him. Not in line of sight. There we go. Shadowstep up. And jump over here. Then we have to change talent before we go into Gluth. So we have to wait for Shadowstep to be off cooldown. Wait, 2, 1, off cooldown. There we go. Deadly poison, leeching poison, flask, food buff. Yep, everything's good. No gear changes needed. Still the same stuff. Away we go. Alright, so critical error I made last time was I did not pull Gluth to the side. I'm going to do that this time. Recoup up. Armor debuff. Up. Slice and dice up. There we go. Alright, good position. Combat readiness and, why not, smoke bomb. We're at 2 stacks of debuff, 3 stacks of debuff. Re-up the armor. Shiv to remove the enrage. We'll get a reset, maybe? This is kind of I had a high duration on the debuff when I tried to go for this reset. It might not work. Nope, but he did a second eat. That probably saved it. Made that reset possible. Just because he went to eat that other zombie. I want to pull him again to the side of the room. So I have a long distance to run for when I do want to reset. Recuperate up. Shiv to remove enrage. Low energy, so I can't quite utilize this dagger proc as much as I would like to. Could have had better planning ahead on that aspect. Alright, this is going to be a reset. Well, what I'm resetting is this mortal wound debuff stack. If I let it stack up too high, I just can't heal, and I die. So, we can't let it get too high. We have to reset it periodically by running away and letting it fall off. Okay, we'll have a dagger proc soon. So I want to kind of chill with high energy. Yep, so I can fully utilize this proc. Running. Get a reset. If you're struggling on damage output on this boss, you might have to do your resets at like 5 or 6 instead of 4 like I'm doing here. Because every time you reset, you're losing damage essentially. And if you're struggling to like out damage his heal or beat the enrage timer, you know, you need to make gameplay changes to increase your damage. On this character, I have plenty of damage. I'm going to kill him in under 4 minutes. So I can play it safe with the mortal wounds. And not really have to be super aggressive about them. Just make sure I'm not, like, risking my character's life. Like, they're going to die because I accidentally get too many stacks or something. Anyways, quick little prediction because I forgot to put it up. Maexxna pet did drop. The answer was yes on that one. Star prediction, will the pet from Gluth drop 1 minute on the clock starting now? We'll loot him up, get our stitched pup, 7,000 gold on Benediction right now. What is the wings animation? The wings are whenever I get Fury of the Destroyer, which is the one of the 2 different bonuses that the legendary daggers give me. So, first you get Shadows of the Destroyer. It's just a stacking agility buff. It's a little purple icon that shows up here. Stacks up to 50. And then, you get Fury of the Destroyer, which pops up and flashes right here on the screen, and also gives me wings. Fury of the Destroyer makes it so whenever I use a finishing move, it immediately puts 5 more combo points onto the target. So that allows me to just spam finishing moves every single global. Like you do a 5-point eviscerate, you immediately have 5 combo points again thanks to the dagger effect. And yeah, you can get slow fall and it gives you the wings from the daggers too as an activated effect. The gloves paramedic are 390 item level. Cataclysmic Gladiator leather gloves. You get these for 825 honor. At this point, I don't know if there was in the past, but there certainly isn't now. There's no, like, arena rating requirement or anything like that to get these gloves. Just 825 honor. Visit the, like, PvP vendor area. Like, for Alliance, it's in Stormwind. I think it's in Orgrimmar for Horde. I don't know, though. How good are these legendary daggers going into Mop? Oh, I'll replace them with Dungeon Blues at level 90. But they're really cool, so I wanted to get them. You know, I only used them for a couple of weeks here since starting to play Cataclysm. But they're really cool and fun, so I'm happy that I went through the trouble of getting them. Okay, time to loot the boss and not get the pet. That's unlucky. Well, that was a good Naxxramas, I would say. I would say that was a good Naxxramas. We did the stuff. We got the rogue solo. We did 2 Gluth kills, a Maexxna kill, and a Loatheb kill. It's tough to do this on rogue. Paladin, Blood Death Knight, Monk are all way easier. And I don't have any other classes, so I don't know how it goes on like Hunter or Warrior, but I'm pretty sure you can do it on those classes too. I understand a lot of casters actually have problems soloing these old raids, that the caster classes are even weaker than rogue when it comes to soloing. I see glaives in your bags. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Those are Warglaives of Vazanoth. Anyways, let's go do something else. We could do more battle pet farming on rogue, or we could come back to Naxx and try to do Naxx on other characters.